Hello everybody and welcome back to X4, where, I'll be honest, I kind of don't know where I'm going with this series, and that's a bit of a problem. So that's something I need to isolate out. If you've got any ideas of where I should go from here, please let me know. I would be interested to hear that. But there are a few things that we need to check in on. First, the defense platform here is complete. I mean, such as it is. I think it still needs turrets, but it's done with the builder. So that's all well and good. As you can tell by the amount of credits that I have, I AFK'd overnight, and we have made some substantial progress. The farm here is currently at a status of this. There's still a lot of work to do on this because I didn't move over the construction vessel before I went to bed, so this is just the progress that it has made this morning, which is somewhat considerable, I suppose, but it's almost done. Well, I mean, it's fully funded and it'll just happen over time. As far as the small medium wharf goes, we'll hop in here and take a look. Okay, it looks like a significant amount of its production is finished, but of course there is still a lot more to do here. This is fully funded. We'll just accept that estimate. It was technically not quite fully funded, probably because pricing changed. And then as far as the XL shipyard over here goes, we will just check in on that. That should be in largely the same state, and yeah, it appears to be largely the same. So these should be done by the time next episode rolls around, and that is about the time where I don't really know where we're going from here. Like, are we going to try to conquer everything? I don't know how I'd go about doing that. I suppose I'd have to create fleets and just tell them to go destroy stuff. But that would be an interesting way of handling it, to be sure. Let's hop into our property owned here, and you can see that some of these have not been assigned. The Reach Farm here definitely needs to have its 2 minerals and its 2 gas miners, so we'll pop those in there. But we also need a manager here, so let's just go find some random person. You look like a person. Are you a person? Are you a person? He claims to be a person.
Hello there.
Hi. I want you to go manage my farm for me. Are you okay with this? He's okay with it. He only wants 1,730 credits to go manage my farm for the rest of his life. He's very excited, too. Okay. He's not very good at management, but he'll get the hang of it. So let's hop up over here. And let's just go ahead and assign those ships now. So we need to make sure that our mining ships are assigned to the farm in the mining group, which will be Group Alpha for right now. We're also going to send in the 4 Eclipse Vanguards. Those are going to go for defense in Beta. Excellent. We're also going to send in 4 Mercury Vanguards for trading in Group Gamma. Excellent. And now we'll send in our large trading ships. We'll put in 2 of those, also in Group Gamma. About like that. And then 2 more in the SM Wharf. Wonderful. And do we have any other ships being constructed? No, we do not. They all finished up. We should probably consider what kind of fleets we want on our defense platform. That would probably be an important thing to figure out. And let's just go ahead and... actually, let's hop over to our XL shipyard in Path to Profit. And I would like to build ships here. Size XL. And we could make like some sort of a carrier group. So this would be a Colossus Vanguard here. And if we were to make this, this would have in high preset about 600k in terms of its sustain, and its turret output, well, that would be a little low, 235. But we kind of expect that for carriers. So this would be like the core of a fleet, right? I don't know how many actual ships we would want to assign to this. But this would definitely be the core of our fleet. Now, this is high spec. These are Paranid Mark I travel engines. I'm just wondering... Oh, these have to be Paranid? Okay. So that's Teladi there. This is, I believe, Argon? Oh my. That's just a bigger version of the same ship. Okay. And that's very similar, these auxiliary ships. Okay. Well, I think we'll go with a Colossus Vanguard here. High preset. It's using Mark IIs there, Mark IIIs for the thrusters. Mark Is. Apparently there are no Mark II for shields. Either that or we just didn't have the reputation when we passed through. That might be a possibility too. So that is something we should think about. For right now, we will add this to our shopping list, and we'll confirm that. So that would be the core of one of our fleets. And of course, how long will that take to build? A really long time. Let's go to the large shipyard, though, and let's think about maybe some escort ships for that. So I'm thinking that it would probably be... Looks like destroyers. These are Behemoth Vanguard destroyers. These are Odysseus Sentinel destroyers. Odysseus Vanguard. I'm leaning currently towards the Behemoth Vanguard, just because of the appearance. No particular reason. Okay. So that would be a Behemoth Vanguard there. Does this thing have... Yeah. It has a small ship capacity of 40. Interesting. I didn't check that with the carrier, how many small ships it can carry. It only has 4 small docks, though. I guess these would be in storage? I don't know. I would kind of like these... Oh, this can carry up to 10 medium ships. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think we're going to stick with this for now. High preset. We'll add that to our shopping list, and we will do 2 of those. So those would be the escort craft for the carrier. And I just want to check on the Colossus Vanguard. Actually, we can't modify it, so let's just hop in over here and recreate it quick. Colossus Vanguard here on high preset. Yeah, it can carry 40 small ships and 10 medium ships. That's fine. So then we just fill those out. So we'd need like 120 small ships and 10 medium ships to fill out the fleet. If I'm reading that correctly. I think most of those are going to be in storage, though, and it can only deploy, like, 4 at a time. So that might be a thing. However, I also want to take a look at our defense platform here. And see what it's got for what it can dock here. It can dock 8 medium... plus another 3, so 11 medium and 6 small ships is what this can dock. Fair enough. So let's pop open our small medium wharf. And we are going to get size S, and I would like to do Eclipse Vanguards. We'll add this to our shopping list, and we are going to order 8 of those. Excellent. Yes, that may take a long time. That is acceptable. Because we can have... The reason we ordered 8, of course, is because we can have up to 6 small here. 6 small. We need 12 of them. We actually need to order another 4 of these. So we'll build these ships. We'll build Eclipse Vanguards, High Preset. Another 4. Confirm. Excellent. Okay, so those Eclipse Vanguards are now queued up, and then we're going to need a total of how many medium ships? We can have 9 per defense platform, so we would need a total of 18 medium ships. So we will go ahead and build some of those, size M, and we're probably going to do maybe corvettes. These don't have any ship capacity, so that would kind of be ideal. Although, maybe we should do frigates. Those can carry a ship. A small ship. Not too interested in a scavenger. This gunboat might be a good option, though. If we high preset this, that average turret output isn't terrible. Yeah, 457 sustained weapon output. Compare that to one of these corvettes at high preset. That would be... Oh, these are better. Pretty substantially better. So I think we'll go for corvettes. We'll add that to our shopping list, and we need 12 of those. And then, of course, we will need more of these Eclipse Vanguards and Nemesis Vanguards to fit into our carrier and our destroyers. We're currently working on one of our destroyers right now, and that will take a little while to finish up. Excellent. So we now know what our defense platform standard fleet will look like, and that will look like 6 Eclipse Vanguards and 9 Nemesis Vanguards, which really should be, when you combine it with all of the turrets on the defense platform, relatively formidable. I just want to make sure that we have our defense platform set up so that it's getting all of its turret components in, and I want to check over here if this one got all of its in. Not all of them. Actually, yeah, it did get all of them. Okay, so this defense platform is good to go. Wonderful. Well, that's definitely going to take some time, and we're going to have to also outfit Eclipse Vanguards and Nemesis Vanguards into our Behemoth and Colossus and set that up as a proper fleet. But that'll be a little while before that's ready. Just looking at how far we've gone up over this way in Path to Profit. Like, what are you currently doing? Searching for trades. Okay. We've kind of overbuilt our trading capacity, probably. Oh, hello. We lost one of our large large traders at some point. Okay. We can go ahead and queue up another one of those. So we will... It's our life support factory. What am I even doing? We need to go to our large shipyard, and we need to build another one of those. Excellent. We'll high preset that. Add to shopping list. Confirm. That'll be a while before that's done, because it's going to prioritize our military ships first, which is completely fine. But I definitely feel like we're a relatively powerful faction at this point. Like, I think that we might, once we finish up a couple of these fleets, like, we might be able to take on some enemy factions. And we're probably going to start by locating some hostile factions. So we might send out a couple scouts. Like, we actually might want to send out scouts over here. So let's do that right now while I'm thinking of it. we'll send this Elite Vanguard over here to explore in this region. Because I want to locate some of our already hostile enemies so that we can test out our capabilities. So we'll just get started on that. Fantastic. In the meantime, I do want to set a course for this defense platform. And we will start heading on over there. We no longer particularly care about money, like I've been saying. At this point, our primary resource is, in fact, time.
Autopilot engaged.
So that is fine. But we were already on the Argonne shipyard, so it should not take very long at all to get up over here. And of course, this stuff is not exactly online yet. It will become online.
Entering system. The Reach.
Okay.
Defense platform.
And there is our defense platform.
Autopilot disengaged.
Definitely looks fancy. Let's go ahead and stop the travel mode. There we go.
Docking granted.
And actually, I don't want to dock here, because this is going to take one of our slots for one of our defense ships. If we're going to dock anywhere, we should dock at the life support factory. So we will start guidance over there. And we'll just head on over. And yeah, I think I've come up with a plan for what we're going to do proceeding from here. We're going to open up hostilities against perhaps the Xenon. That would be interesting. We'll need to locate them first, but that should not be that big of a deal.
Engaged.
I mean, we already know they're over in that region, right? Because they were attacking the Teladi. So that should be interesting to see.
Docking aborted.
Yeah, I decided not to dock there. So, docking would be aborted. Okay, so here is the current status of the life support factory.
Autopilot disengaged.
And we'll just drift our way over here. Those supply drones really book it, don't they? They're not messing around. I like it. Anyway, we're just going to see if we can't get in here without actually impacting some of the construction debris. That would be nice.
Docking granted.
And we'll just dock up over here. This is, of course, exactly the same as our other life support factories, so we shouldn't really have any new views or anything. Yep, this is pretty much as expected at a life support factory.
Successfully docked.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
I'm sure it is. Okay, so our Mammoth Vanguard is currently allegedly unassigned, and it is unassigned. That's because it is assigned to doing this, but it's not assigned to a worker. And we're going to keep it that way. We want to have our construction ship just be, you know, constructing various things. We might build additional defense platforms, like an additional one here and here or something. That would be kind of hilarious. Although there is the ore refinery right here that would make that slightly difficult. Might have to be like here and here. But that would be an option. And yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of experimenting with these, because if we hop into the XL shipyard here, and we do size XL, the Colossus Vanguard, high preset, we can see here, this has 4 medium ship docks, but a capacity of 10. So I'm not sure if, to kit this out, we need 10 medium ships or 4 medium ships. These are the medium ship docks in question here. And then the small docks, there are 8 of those. And I'm guessing this is them. But I'm also guessing that it can enter these ships into storage, and if one gets destroyed, it could then immediately put it into service. So that would be interesting, to be sure. But I think overall, that's going to be our at least initial fleet doctrine until we can figure out if this is effective or not. So it's going to be one carrier that is going to have at least 4 medium ships, so at least 4 corvettes and at least 8 fighters attached to it. And then we would have, for our escort ships, I would really prefer our escort ships to not also be carriers. But all of these large-sized ships appear to be carriers. At least that we have access to. These are all freighters down here. Yeah, so all of these destroyers have capacities, but they're relatively small, right? Like, this can carry 4 fighters on it. So yeah, it would be something along the lines of this. And this would have 4 fighters on it. And there would be 2 of these and a carrier and all of the little ships that involves. So there would be at least what, like 16 fighters and 4 corvettes. Yeah, that might work. I don't know if that'll be big enough, but it would be interesting. I haven't seen much for actual fleets like that flying around. Like, I feel like the NPCs don't really do that. Like, we've seen a couple of destroyers out and about, but they've been operating, like, singly, and I don't know. It feels like the NPCs aren't as powerful as we are once we have several of these fleets done. It'll be kind of interesting. For now, though, I think it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode we'll have the Reach online, and we will be able to just pump out the military ships. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.